Hit
Okay,
it.
let's like do a title sequence or something.
Do you want me to do it?
I don't
Should we
know.
just try? Should we each try and see which one we like?
Yeah.
Two people who are just have too much to talk about and not enough platforms to talk about it. Welcome to On the Floor with Liv and Cor. It's Corey Tomlinson, Liv Karis, here to talk to you about all things gymnastics because we literally can't stop talking about it. So we thought we'd talk about it with you. So welcome to On the Floor with Liv and Cor. And we're sitting on the floor.
We're on the floor. I'm literally on the floor.
I wish we were in the same room,
Oh
but this
gosh,
is
but we're like across the country in two different cities, and this is how we spend our life. But okay, you want me to try?
all right, go for it.
I'm gonna do my Dust Bunnies quote.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to episode one of On the Floor with Liv and Core. I'm Corey, and that's
Liv.
and we are actually on the floor. Liv, we are on the floor of our condos in our respective cities. And we decided to start a podcast for all of our friends, families, dudes, dudettes, and dust bunnies, because those are also on the floor, to talk about all things gymnastics. Because the reality is, we usually like hop on the phone and talk about gymnastics throughout our week, especially during gymnastics season. So we figured, why not record it on here and then like just like let people hear it. And we're just going to talk about the things we would normally talk about. So, Olivia, let's talk.
Let's talk. Welcome to Corey and Liv's phone conversation, everyone.
Well, the other like thing that I was like laughing about with Liv before we started this podcast was that um we like talk a lot. We talk about life, we talk about personal stuff, we talk about gymnastics things, we talk about women's sports, we talk about marketing. We are talking about all sorts of things. But the other thing that always really brings us together is one particular thing. Olivia, bring them out. Ah, you went Perrier today?
I went Perrier today. Okay,
Okay.
background for everyone is Corey and I love sparkling water. And so we decided that during these on the floor episodes, we would bring sparkling water to each filming and talk about why we brought them and also just so people know we like sparkling water. I went with an OG today. I went with an OG because there's nothing quite like the Perrier is not as aggressive of a bubble, if that makes sense, but it's
Yes.
so refreshing that like I can kind of chug
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I'm really thirsty, but
Okay.
like I can't chug all sparkling water. So my choice for today is a really solid, crisp Perrier.
Amazing. Just like pure sparkling water,
Yeah,
no like hint
pure,
of lemon
no
or
flavor, pure.
amazing. Amazing. That's so great. I went with bubbly. And
Is
I
your
went,
bubbly?
yeah, because I'm bubbly. And I went with the cherry flavor today. Because I don't know. Cherry and blackberry are my two favorite bubbly flavors. So this is my
I'm
flavor.
like a total lemon lime girly. Like I
Okay.
feel like we're opposite in that you kind of like all the spicy flavors, and I'm a little bit more of like a down to earth, give me the OG type of thing. Like
Yeah.
on the airplane with options of flavor, I pick regular.
Okay, totally. But have you had the AHA, the like watermelon the AHA thing
No,
they
and
have on flights these days?
I have to get that next. That's
Okay.
got to be next week. I have
Okay.
to try it.
Should we open them together at the count of
Yeah,
three?
here we go.
One, two, three. Hey,
But
love, cheers. Cheers.
cheers.
Okay. This is a 20-minute podcast we're not going over. Okay. That is the deal. So, on the floor with Liv and Core, we're on the floor. So, there's going to be some floor puns that happen, but we love gymnastics. So, there might also be like floor exercise puns that happen. But to really get things started, we thought we would just start with our bubbles of the week.
Our bubbles. We're really leaning into the floor and we're leaning into sparkling water. So weekly bubbles are going to be like headlines kind of things
We're holding space for bubbles, if you will.
in every aspect of our life. We
Yeah.
hold space for bubbles.
You just never know if Ariana is going to come floating in a bubble.
And I hope she does in next week's Aha Sparkling Water.
Okay, go on about the bubbles.
Okay, so this week's bubbles, we have a couple of things that Corey and I, like, we did not talk about these. We just jotted them down into a shared note, things that we thought stuck out to us in the last week. Again, this is preseason, like, season starts literally tomorrow or today, whatever day we release this. So it is before a competitive competition has happened. So we are just jotting things down that came to us. So I actually want Corey to start because he put this one down and I saw it right after he put it in the note and said, look at the note. And I was like, wait, I love this. So you can kick off the first bubble.
Okay, first bubble. I was scrolling Twitter and or X or wherever you might find your information. And number one, I was loving what I was seeing or what I have been seeing from Rutgers recently on their countdown posts. So they've been putting up these countdown posts. They're glamorous, get to see their brand for the season. It's super cool. And on one of them, the second media that they had with their countdown was this video that they posted, and it was what gymnasts are they most inspired by? And the first person that they interviewed was Rachel Riley, who we love. Rachel Riley said that her most inspiring person that she loves is Ellie Black. And like I'm not kidding, like a little tear came to my eye because I am an Ellie Black stan. Um,
Yes.
Olivia and I, when the GOAT tour came through Chicago, we went and had a sparkling water with Ellie, and it was amazing. I wish that she could have done college gymnastics. And in that moment, she actually told us that she wished that she had done college
It
gymnastics.
was really cute.
So this Rutgers Ellie Black collaboration might just need to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
recently we actually did see her do a New York collaboration with JVM.
I
So,
know I saw that.
you know,
Anything Ellie Black, I'm so here for. So to see Rachel mention her specifically, like there are so many amazing gymnasts out there and it's very like mainstream people that you could say inspire you, but an Ellie Black is absolutely perfect. I think the Olympic Channel recently like reposted her like comforting Melanie De Jesus dos Santos, and she just was like, I just wanted to be her friend in that moment. I didn't want to
yes,
be like a competitor. And that sums that's like that TikTok trend that like shows that and then swipe that sums up Ellie Black. 100% it does. So
100%,
it like made my life that Rachel picked her.
100%.
And shout out Ellie because I just adore her. But that was so lovely and such a great first bubble.
I love it. That's my first bubble. Go, you go next.
Okay, my bubble is actually a recent one, a new Florida, a little Gator freshie that hit the scene, Miss Lee Bui, who joined the Gator squad. She's 16 years old, which is wild to me. Was
Amazing.
supposed to join in 2025 and is now on the Gator squad. Like wicked good gymnast, like a bar routine from heaven, like so incredible, clean across all the board, gonna be so good translating into college. I actually texted Coach Owen Field and was like, "Are you excited about this?" He was like, "No, we're like so stoked. Like this is so exciting." She's already mending like really well with the team. So that was an incredible surprise, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously everyone is so sad for Kayla DiCello with her recent news about the other surgery, and that's just gut-wrenching given everything she's been through in the last year. So it's obviously from a numerical and routine perspective incredibly important for them, but I'm excited for her. I can't imagine going to college at 16. I was a literal fetus and had no business doing college gymnastics, but like she seems so mature and already just like molding really well with the team. So that was an incredible bubble for me that I saw. It was like shout out to Lee. Like I'm so happy for her.
Yes, we are glad to see you too, Lee Bowie. Yes, that's the moment, you know. I love that one. And over the break, like over the holiday break, I saw that come across my socials and I was like, this is the kind of surprise bubble I was looking for. We love this. Okay, I'm gonna do two. I have two bubbles.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Slay.
One is like a news information, and the other is like Corey is obsessed with this information. Here we go. News information. I was so sad to hear that Haley Bryant's elbow is not well
I
right now.
know.
Yeah. So according to
And I drafted her
NOLA.com,
first in my fantasy league.
oh no. Okay,
Number
but
one draft pick.
we are sending her all of the love. We love you, Haley. Sending it out to you. We love you. Um, yes, according to NOLA.com, as the source in a Jay Clark interview, it was said that she has a little elbow injury, and she's going to be week to week through the season, so that leaves us some hope. And we are very hopeful, but we're sending all the great vibes to Haley. Wish her nothing but the best. But she's going to be taking the floor this week with her team, but she will not be competing. So just a piece of news. But then the other fun one that I wanted to add in here, little bubble, scrolling social again, all of a sudden I'm watching a clip of Beauty and the Beast, animated film Beauty and the Beast. And
That's
I'm
like
like,
your bread. You know what? That's your sparkling water.
that's my sparkling water. You know what? It's my bread, butter, sparkling water, and a cherry on top, probably. Um, I was scrolling and I was just like watching Beauty and the Beast all of a sudden, and I'm like, why am I watching this and what account's posting this? Only to find out it was Missouri gymnastics. And I'm like,
Amazing.
what is this? And then it hit me. Their Beauty and the Beast meet. And I'm like, this is genius. This is brilliant. We love this cross promotion, this marriage, if you will, of Disney and gymnastics. So honestly, this is just me reporting my bubble is that I saw Beauty and the Beast and Missouri Gymnastics connecting the two. And I loved it. I think it draws in a really cool kid crowd. I think it like touches on that marketing, that demographic. And then the other thing that I'll just shout out Missouri for is they just reported they hit a record number of season tickets sold in the history of their program, which is super cool. So
I think Washington did too. I just saw that. And I was like, shout out Big Ten. First year in Big Ten. I was like, let's go. I was super
no,
excited about that.
that was also a really cool graphic they posted with like the shattered glass.
I loved that.
The record breaking. It was so cool. It was so, so cool. So yeah. Liv, what's your next one? I see this really cool one at the end of this list that
That was so good. Okay, here is my bubble. So obviously, preseason, you're seeing a lot of teams put out, some teams are doing actual meets. I know, Michigan competes against Central and Eastern Michigan, Central or Western, I don't remember. It's like a Michigan
uh,
thing, and some teams just do like, they'll do dance throughs on floor, whatever. I was so unbelievably impressed that Minnesota, their maroon and gold meet, they showed 41 routines. Like, I I do a lot of notes for like my preseason notes before Big Ten season starts, and I try to like keep track of everyone who's doing routines. I was like mind blown. They fully had like two teams. It was
wow.
crazy. Literally 41 routines. They did 10 competition vaults on hard mats, 11
What?
bar routines, 10 beam, 10 floor. I was mind blown. I was like, that is so impressive. Number one. Number two, we saw so many freshmen and fresh faces. A lot of
Yeah,
people coming back from injuries we got to see. I
right.
was just incredibly impressed by where they were and the fact that they showed that many routines. It was, in my opinion, that's how you do a season preview meet. Even if someone doesn't have a dismount, like let them do a routine.
Totally.
They were putting scores up and no one really cared. It was kind of just like to see the athletes and get to know them. Chef's kiss. Like bravo to Minnesota. It was amazing.
I love it. Okay, admittedly, I did not watch that inter squad. I kind of want to now and go back and watch it.
So good.
Did they split the teams into two and go head to head on an event, or like how did they structure their inter squad?
So they did vault and beam first. So five girls vaulted, and then five girls did beam, and then they flipped. And
Okay.
then they did bars and floor and did the same thing. So it
Oh,
was like two teams, but they just flip-flopped events like that. And so
cool.
then you also, it was so, obviously it's only one team on the floor. And so all the girls were cheering for each other. And it was so great. Like I loved it. Obviously, like getting to see Maya Hooten, who's one of yours and my faves. They have a bunch of incredible freshmen. Taryn Crump is so good. Getting to see her do four events, like it was just great. I just think they do a great job. Like that's how you do a season preview. So
I
shout out
love
Minnesota
that.
Gymnastics.
I mean, I just want to shout out all of the teams that did these inter squads. Not like one part of it, I do just want to shout out that it is so clear what people's colors are now because we know that it is the just the Color Wars inter squad
Yes,
title, which I'm so glad it's clear.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so great. It's so great. But
Do your final bubble because your final bubble is like really good.
well, I think I teased the people. I did.
Okay, well, give your bubble.
Okay, my bubble. I was I received a Snapchat notification from Jordan Weber the other day, and it was a picture of a grip bag, and all it said on it was it said Kailaka, which is the nickname that we gave to Kyla Ross when she was at UCLA. And I'm like, why are we looking at Kyla's grips? All of a sudden, next video, it's Kyla standing at the chalk box, and it's like it's literally just says like, here we go. I'm like, oh, Kyla's doing bars today. Next video, Kyla doing a full-blown warm-up on bars. Like we are swinging giants. We are kip cast handstanding to perfection. Like It's just amazing. Last video, I'm not kidding, Liv. Perfect, giant, double layout stick to an
She
eight
did it on a mat?
to an 8 incher on top of foam.
Stop. Stop. As if she's not perfect enough, she just decides to do that.
I'm not kidding. It was amazing. And like afterward, Jordan like panned over and like a bunch of the girls at Arkansas were like sitting on the floor and they were like cheering for her and it was so fun. And so I like asked Kyla after, I was like, what's the inspiration? And she was like, I don't know.
Right.
I just like found my grips at home over the holidays and decided to bring them back and like throw them on.
I wish we all had that mindset.
Right.
Sorry, Scott Sherman, but if I saw grips, I would throw them out.
They belong in the shadow box at this point, Liv.
Not even. They
Yeah.
belong in the trash. They
The
belong in the
trash.
trash.
They belong in the trash.
Belong in the
I
trash.
love it. I love it. Well, anyways, those are the bubbles that I had for this week. I think those are good.
So it's a really good kickoff bubble.
Yeah. Let's cheers one more time. Cheers to bubbles.
Cheers to bubbles, bubbly with bubbles.
Bubbles with bubbly and bubbles, bubbles. Okay. So the last thing I want to do on this first inaugural On the Floor with Liv and Core episode, I thought that we could do a little like um on the floor off the cuff moment.
Oh my God. Who are you?
On the floor off the
Do
cuff.
you just
Okay.
like sit on your floor all day and think of these like little phrases to bring to the table in any occasion that you
I
have?
actually would prefer to never sit on the floor because my back hurts really bad
I'm
sitting.
sitting on a pillow and it's not doing me any favors. But anyway, okay, explain your game. Explain your game.
Okay, so here's what I think I want to do. So, I am going to name a school, and you're going to name a school. We're going to alternate. I'll name
Okay.
a school, and you just off the cuff have to tell me like something that comes to mind when you think about that school.
Are we thinking like, okay, what if I go in the direction a little bit more of like immediate and then can kind of explain why, maybe?
Yeah, go. Like I'm super there for it. Like,
Okay,
and
cool.
honestly, there's no rules. We're making the rules. It's like, and
Right.
it could even be like I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. So on the floor, off
Okay.
the cuff.
On the
Um,
floor off the cuff, do you want me to ask you first or you to ask me first?
um, you ask me first.
Okay. Um, well, since you recently went to their inter squad, I'm gonna say Washington.
New staff, fun people.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so we can do like phrases. It doesn't have to be like a word.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna give my modifier. I did go to their inter squad. They looked so good. They hit all of their routines that they put up, which was so
Yeah.
cool. Loving the branding that's coming from them as well. These like imagery, it's like this soft purple glow look is really beautiful. But I have gotten to go to a practice at Washington. I went to their inter squad. They look really good, and the culture inside of that gym is feels amazing. And Jessa is doing a great job. Jabron is coaching gymnastics in college for the first time. Rachel and Jessa came over from Iowa. Jeffrey has been a staple at Washington for a few years. And it's just so cool. Like all the energy that I felt inside of the gym was really
I
great. So
love that.
I think it's gonna be really cool.
That's such a good kickoff one.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Ohio State.
Hate them in football, love them in gymnastics. I
Okay.
know that's like really tough. Okay, like I am a Michigan girl through and through, so anything positive about Ohio State really hurts my gut.
Oh yeah.
From a football perspective, don't love them. From a gymnastics perspective, they're one of my favorites.
Totally.
I think there's something so good about that program, about that team. And the last few years, they've just been like climbing up. And I'm just ready for them to like hit it. Like I'm ready for them to, you know, top one, top two at Big Tens, make it to nationals. Like I think they have it. And I think they have some really good underclassmen that are kind of, bumping up the upperclassmen with talent. And I don't know, I'm excited. So I would say blech about everything about because of the because of the Michigan Ohio State rivalry, but I love their program and I'm always rooting for them from a gymnastics perspective.
Also, how about them just beating Oregon in the Rose Bowl?
I I don't want to talk about it because I root against them
No,
unless it's I know.
Okay. Okay, next
Okay.
off the cuff.
Okay, for you. On the on the topic of Washington, I'm gonna hit you with a George Washington.
Oh, Kendall Whitman. Kendall Whitman.
Well,
Kendall
yeah,
Whitman. That's all I
she's
have.
a queen.
Kendall Whitman.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her.
Three E passes in one floor routine.
She's literally, if she went to like an SEC Big Ten school, I
Anchor.
mean, it would be insane, which is a horrible thing because I wish that it wasn't like that.
Right.
But I would love to see her go to nationals.
Totally. Totally.
I
So
would cry, and I think she would give everyone a run for their money.
yeah, I got to see her compete at regionals in Fayetteville last year. And I literally, before she went on floor, I stood up in the crowd and I looked at all the fans around me and I said, everyone put your eyes on floor right now. You won't regret it. And she is just such an amazing floor worker. It was
Ugh,
so, so cool. So yes, Kendall Whitman is my easy one.
I
The other
love that.
thing, special shout out is I'm obsessed with the George Washington leotard with all those rhinestones that like cast.
Oh, I like that too.
It's really cool. Yeah. Okay, my next one for you.
Okay.
Michigan.
Oh, that just like warmed my heart. Like I just got like butterflies. In terms of gymnastics, I would say this is like rebuild, refresh year for
Mhm.
them. I mean, they lost Sierra and Gabby. They have the last remaining team members who were part of the national championship team are fifth years, three of them, Raina, Carly, and Jenna. So the whole vibe is changing, but I like that and I'm excited for them. I think this is just a really cool opportunity for Michigan to figure out what the next era of Michigan looks like. Like I like that. So I'm going to say um my what I think about them immediately is fresh opportunity. That's
Cool.
going to be my like phrase.
I love that. And they're hosting Big Tens this year.
I know I'm so excited.
It's cool.
I'm excited. Okay, Corey, you just gave me my alma mater, UCLA for you.
Oh, my Bruins. It's been so good. Oh wait, I'm supposed to give you one word. Uh,
Yeah, well, you're supposed to give me like something and then you can explain it.
Bruins. Shine,
Oh, I like.
shine.
I
Their
like that.
team theme this year is faith, trust, and pixie dust, which resonates with me because I'm a big Peter Pan fan. Um, And so, yeah, just shine is something that
I love
resonates with
that.
me. I went to one inter squad before Thanksgiving, and then I went to meet the Bruins. And they're looking really great. They're looking like they're like prepping for their meet this weekend, and that they are like have some good lineup options that they can throw in. Their freshmen are looking really good, specifically Macy McGowan, which has a special place in my heart. Actually, Olivia and I both coached her at Beam Queen Boot Camp growing up, which is so cute. And then Macy came from Pacific Range Gymnastics up here in Seattle, and so she, I just love you, Mace, if you're watching. But I'm excited about that. And then, of course, I also got to see this new floor choreography that BJ's thrown down on them this year. And like, let me tell you, um, Shay Campbell, like, hmm
I am so happy I get to commentate for her in the Big Ten for her fifth year. I
no,
feel like I've been given a gift. Truly,
you
no joke.
truly have. But the issue that you're gonna have is like, you're not gonna want to talk.
Good. I'd love to keep my mouth shut
Yeah,
and just let gymnastics happen.
you're not gonna want to talk because your
Amazing.
jaw is gonna be on the ground. You're gonna be like
Makes my
watching
job easy.
duck landings, beautiful leaps, and unreal choreography. Like it's amazing. So,
She's
but
amazing.
yes, love my Bruins. I can't wait to see them open up this weekend in San Diego. It'll be so cool. Okay, next one for you. Let's go a little faster on these.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Let's speed it up.
off the cuff. Stanford.
Oh, on the rise.
Yeah,
On the rise. Last year was so good for them. I think they're a dark horse. On the rise, dark horse, good energy, good vibes. Love that Stanford team.
totally.
Okay, for you. I hate that I'm asking you because I want you to ask me, but Cal.
Oh. I have a really good off the cuff.
Hit me with it.
Their videographer is in the first violin section of the symphony. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's what you think about when you hear Cal. Liz is gonna love that.
Yeah, well, Liz, we love you, and your team is incredible, and like I have no doubt you're going to be an amazing team this year, and we can talk more about Cal throughout the season. But I need the people to know about Amber Chang. Amber Chang applied to be the videographer for Cal Gymnastics, but she also is in the first violin section of both the Berkeley City Orchestra and the UC Berkeley Symphony.
That's insane.
And in her side time, she's filming videos for social media for Cal Gymnastics and is absolutely slaying it. So my off the cuff is Amber Chang.
I love that.
Thanks. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Georgia.
Oh, new. New and spicy. Like there's something spicy about Georgia for me this year. I can't really describe it, but all the girls in the videos, everything just seems kind of like strength, spicy strength. Like don't count us out.
I
It's
love
been a
it.
little funky the last couple years, but like we're ready.
Yeah,
And I like it. I really, really like it.
I love it. And I love that we now know when to do the cheer for Lily's floor routine, which is really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Okay. Oh, Denver.
I better see a t-shirt gun on national television this weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Is that your off the cuff?
Yes, their hype man Tom and his husband Taylor are awesome. I love them. We stayed connected. I actually help them blossom and grow once they got to Denver after my first season at Arkansas. And he literally texted me the other day and he was like, I bought a t-shirt gun. I'm gonna just figure out how to make it happen. And I was like,
Incredible.
I must
Incredible.
do this. But great gymnastics from Denver as well. And I can't wait to watch that competition on Sunday against Michigan. What a great home.
That's a great home opener.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm
Okay,
excited.
Arkansas.
Oh my gosh. Confident. This Arkansas team is really confident. Obviously, with Joss joining, that is just such an exciting addition to the team. But seeing Arkansas at home make it to nationals last year was like chills, 100% chills. And I think the moment you get a taste of that, it's just like, oh, yeah, we can do this. We've got this. So I don't know. That coaching staff, we talked about Kyla freaking Boss getting on bars and doing a double A and like slaying. Like that's the energy I feel like that team has. And it comes from that coaching staff just like emulating positivity. And there's gonna be a baby
I
Razorback.
can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I know. I
Okay,
can't
we
wait
have
to
to
watch
keep going.
that. Yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh, well, Maya Houghton is the first person that comes to my mind, but an incredible team of athletes there.
Yes.
Just good vibes, great energy. Every time I've hosted Big Tens, they always give off just the most incredible energy to me, and they're kind, and the parents up there are kind, and I love their coaching staff. They're getting a new gym. So many great things to say. Love Minnesota.
Love.
Okay, Pitt.
Lexi Funk.
Come on.
Oh, my best friend works at Pitt. No, seriously, I'm so proud of her and what they've done. Female staff down at Pitt, led by Casey Joe, like just so great. Pitt, I think kind of gritty. Like there's something about Pitt to me that feels very like go for it, have fun, enjoy the moment, and I like their gymnastics. It's aggressive, so I'm gonna go gritty. I think this could be like a really like good year for Pitt.
I love that. I love that. Okay,
Okay, I have one more for you.
okay, let's do one more each. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, that's all I gotta say. Right over left, straight elbows.
I left it over right once and Bridget almost punched me in the face.
Correct. Skaggs looked at me one time and she was like, "Why are you so floppy with your elbows?" And like her husband Alex like got it on camera. There's a terrible video of me doing it, and I'll never forget. I will always have straight elbows right over left.
Maybe that's why their arms are always so straight in everything they do.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, last one for you.
Okay.
Maryland.
Oh, my Terps. I would say yeah, keep it rolling. I'm on like they're literally on the Polar Express going and like feeling good. And I feel like I say I love that like team, but I just do. Like I just love that team. Seeing them win the afternoon session of Big Tens was just such a moment. And like they're just on the move, on the up, on the move, on the train, on the Polar Express. And their preseason like meet footage, I saw some like videos on Twitter. They look great too.
I
So
love
like another team that I've got my eyes on for postseason stuff.
it. Okay, off the cuff is so fun. So
I
fun.
loved that.
And a good,
Really?
like a really good slate of schools too. Like I feel like
Yes.
it really proves that like there's such a variety of amazing things happening around the country in NCAA gymnastics right now. And it's so exciting to be a part of, and it's so exciting to follow along with. That was fun.
I love it. I'm so excited for season. This is like, it makes me so happy. It gets me out of the like post-holiday depression. It just like makes me so happy. I'm like, okay, I have something to look forward to. Like, this is great. I need this.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, well, we promised 20 minutes. I'm sure we're a little bit over that, but like let's
For
close
sure.
it out. Liv, what do the people need to know?
We are going to do this weekly. So, on the floor with Liv and Cor, we're literally like a reminder this is not a professional podcast. It's not meant to be. It's not supposed to be. It's literally meant to be us chatting and gabbing because there's things that we see, and sometimes we'll be like, wait, that's a good point. Or that we just, with our jobs, see things behind the scenes that we want to share and think are cool. Like the whole Kyla thing, like, that's so interesting and different. If you ever are like, oh, we want them to talk about something, I have a question, like just message us, DM us, tweet at us, X us, whatever that thing's called. Whatever it is, just send it to us and like we'll answer it. We're just
Yeah,
chilling and gabbing.
we'll probably like post like a question box every week, and you can throw questions onto either Olivia or I's social. If you don't know where to find us, my handle is at Corey M. Tomlinson, and hers is
At Olivia_Karis.
there it is. Just message us. We'd be happy to either wonder about the question you have together, or we can try to go and find the answer for you. Liv, thanks for hopping on today.
Yeah. I'm
We'll
gonna
get
pound this now because I'm
oh,
super dehydrated. So
okay.
cheers to that. Happy
Cheers.
season, y'all.
Cheers to that. Happy season, everyone. Enjoy all of the gymnastics this weekend, and we will see you on the floor next week.
Peace.